All right, I'm going to hit on a topic here that a lot of people have brought up before. So hopefully I can do it justice. Have you ever just looked at your dog or your cat or any animal that you've loved and wondered to yourself, will I ever see you again on the other side? Now, it's one of the most personal questions that people ask, and yet many have been told, well, they don't have souls. They don't believe in Jesus, so probably not. But is that actually what the Bible teaches? Or have we taken human standards and applied them to a completely different creation? So today, I want to walk through this carefully, biblically, consistently, and in a way that honors God and reveals himself. Because this matters more than what people actually think. At least I believe so. So let's start at the beginning. In Genesis, God creates animals before he even creates man. Genesis 1:24 through 25 says, "And God said, let the earth bring forth the living creature, cattle, and creeping thing, and beast of the earth. And God saw that it was good." Don't miss that. People miss this a lot. Before sin entered the world, even before death, before suffering or corruption, animals already existed. And God called them good. Now that means animals are not a result of the fall. They are part of God's original creation, a perfect design. Now here is where it gets interesting, okay? Genesis 2:7, it describes a man becoming a living soul. But in Genesis 1:20 and 1:24, animals are also described with the Hebrew word nephesh. I think that's how you pronounce it. But that means living being. So, biblically speaking, animals are not just mechanical creatures. They are living beings created by God with purpose, with awareness, and life given directly from him. That's not something just to blink your eyes at. Now, are they the same as humans? No, they're not. Humans are made in the image of God. We are morally accountable. We are given the responsibility to choose. Animals are not. It's like comparing apples to oranges here. And this is where many people get tripped up, right? They say, well, animals can't accept Jesus, so they can't go to heaven. But think about that for a second. What is that assuming? It's assuming that animals are judged by the same standards as humans. And I can tell you right now that that's not biblical. Throughout Scripture, God judges each part of his creation according to its role, its specific role. We cannot, as humans, impose human requirements on non-human creation. Animals were never given the command to believe. They were never given moral law. They were never part of the fall in the same way that we were. They suffer because of our fall. That's not their own rebellion. There's a huge difference here, and this is key. Romans 8:20 through 21 says, "For the creature was made subject to vanity, by reason of him who hath subjected the same in hope, because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption." So, did you catch it? Creation, including animals, is waiting for restoration, not destruction. Restoration. Now, let's move forward to what that restoration actually looks like. So if you go to Isaiah 11:6 through 9, we're given a glimpse of the coming kingdom, right? The wolf shall dwell with the lamb, and the lion shall eat straw like the ox. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain. Think about that. That's not just language for peaceful people. It's describing actual animals in a restored creation. Predators no longer killing, fear removed, harmony restored. Animals are present in the future, a redeemed world. Then in Isaiah 65:25, the wolf and the lamb shall feed together. Again, animals are still part of God's plan after redemption. So if animals are part of the original creation and animals are part of the restored creation, why would we as humans assume that they are excluded from eternity? Think about it. Now I want to go into something even deeper here, so hang tight, a couple more minutes. In Revelation 19:11, when Jesus returns, it says, "He that sat upon him was called faithful and true." He is riding a literal white horse. And in verse 14, "And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses." Heaven has horses, guys, right there. Real ones. Not just made up metaphors or anything like that. These are legit horses that we are riding on. So animals are not only in creation, past and future, they're even seen in the heavenly scene. So let's bring it down to the question that you're really asking. What about my pet? Now, the Bible does not give a direct, explicit verse that says, yes, your specific dog or cat will be in heaven. But it gives us something even better, in my opinion. A framework of who God actually is. So what do we have? We have God. He is good. He is loving. He's intentional. And he's the author of joy. Psalm 84:11 says, "No good thing will he withhold from them that walk uprightly." So when you really think about that, if something brought you pure, innocent joy, if it reflected love, loyalty, companionship, do you really think that God's eternal kingdom will be less complete than your life here? Or will it be more complete? To me, it's going to be more complete. That's what his word says. Eternity is not about losing what was good. It's about restoring and surpassing it. God doesn't erase beauty. He redeems it. And animals were part of his very good creation. So let's be clear on one thing. Heaven is not about pets. It's about Christ. It's always been about Christ. So that's first and foremost. But Christ is the one who created all things, including the animals that you love. Colossians 1:16 says, "For by him were all things created. All things were created by him and for him." That includes every living creature. So then the question transposes and it becomes, would the Creator who designed companionship, who called animals good, who includes them in a restored kingdom, leave out something that reflects his own creativity and love? Or would he bring it to its fullest expression? Something to think about. Because at the end of the day, Scripture gives us confidence in this. Animals, your pets, they are a part of creation past, creation fallen, creation restored. They are not moral agents. They are not judged like humans. They exist for God's purposes and for his glory. Everything is for his glory. And in the world to come, nothing good is lost. It's only perfected. So, will you see your pets again? The Bible doesn't give you a direct yes or a no, but it gives you something even deeper, in my opinion. A God who restores a creation that includes animals and a future where joy is not diminished, but made complete for his glory. And when you really understand that, you don't just get an answer, you get peace. No eye has seen, nor ear has heard the things that God has in store for those who love him. Our greatest thought doesn't compare to what he actually has in store for us. I hope this helped. God bless you all. I'll see you in the clouds in his time.